Hey, it's Kane from CarSwap. Today we're here with this S-Class Mercedes. It's the S550e. Now, we've been lucky to get this from Bajan, the CEO of Whelo Rentals. Make sure you check out his page. The link's above. But let's go over the car. So this is a V6 3-litre twin turbo, which outputs about 450 horsepower. It's also half hybrid, half petrol. So I'll show you around the car first. So it's got 19-inch alloys with Mercedes brakes, and it's running Continental tyres. Now this was actually one of the first cars ever to have an all LED system inside the car. So there's not one standard light globe in here. As you can see here, we've just finished charging it. So that's the charging slot there, which you just chuck in. I'm not sure if it's unlocked. No, it's not unlocked at the moment, but that just pops open and you just chuck your plug straight in there. And it's about, on average, we'll go around the front of the vehicle again, it's about a 2.5 hour charge for a full 100%. Now this is a gloss white, a pearl white, sorry. Look at that grille, absolutely amazing. Now this is pretty much the S-Class is their flagship model, Mercedes, and it's known for its luxury. As you can see inside, illuminative lighting everywhere throughout the car, and the Napa leather seats. Let's just go for one more tour around the car. I'll go through a few other specs. So this 0 to 60 miles per hour is roughly around 5 seconds, 5.2 seconds. So it's actually quite fast, and it's 4,500 pounds. So that's about 2 ton. So just a bit over actually. So that is a heavy vehicle to be getting those 0 to 60 miles per hour speeds. So it's definitely got a lot of power behind it, and the ride is very, very comfortable. So let's go around. We're just in sunny California at the moment, in Hollywood. So we're going to go around Hollywood, take it for a little drive, and let us know what you guys think. So we've got the whole crew with us today. We've got Cyrus up the front here. Jake's actually doing the filming, and Ertz is behind us here.
Squad goals.
So at the front here we've got the push start stop button. We've got a lot inside the cabin, but we're just actually going to press the start button first because we need the aircon cranking here. It's quite hot here in California.
I'll be reading out the comments. Someone has offered to swap for I believe it's a Ford Fusion.
Ford Fusion for an S-Class?
Depends how heavily modded it.
That actually gets me to the sticker price. The sticker price on one of these is around 100,000 US. That's base. They range all the way up to 135, depending on what spec you want. In Australia, these haven't released, but if this was to release in Australia, it'd probably start at about $300,000 for a base. So it's not a cheap car by all means. Now, probably first of all, you notice the screens, 12.5 inches. And there's ×2, so there's 2 screens here, and you've got a lot of options. The S-Class is known for its technology. They say that every car in 7 years will have the S-Class technology, so it's 7 years ahead of everyone else. So what else? You've got a lot of options on the steering wheel. Like I said, the seats are amazing. It's like a Napa leather, air-conditioned and heated seats, also massage seats. We'll go through some of the settings now. If you look in the front here, we'll go back home, and then in here we've got, so you can see up the front here on the screen. So we've got, it's a bit hard to see with that sun glare, but you can see seat settings. And in seat settings, if we click in there, we've got massage. How cool is that, guys? Now in here, I'm just going to set that to massage mine. And do you know what?
Massage too.
Is it
touch?
Cyrus wants no. The Germans don't like touch screens, unfortunately. I kind of like that feature, but we're going to actually give Cyrus a back massage.
I want 5.
You want 5. That's not intensity though. That's actually a different massage altogether. 4 is probably the best massage, as you can see. So if we go back now,
different modes.
So, yeah. So what other settings do we have in here? Energy flow with the hybrid engine. Consumption levels.
They're saying go for a drive now.
Go for a drive. Let's do it. I'll give this one back to Jay in the back seat. Gonna wind up all the windows.
Someone offered a swap for a BMW M5.
That's not a bad trade.
Yeah, we like M5s as well.
M5 is a great trade-off.
Someone asked the horsepower.
Horsepower is 450 horsepower. So, by all means, it's not a slow vehicle.
That's more than the i8.
More than the i8. More than a BMW i8. There we go.
That's another car coming up for review soon.
Yes, the i8 will probably most likely be within the next 2 reviews. That's for sure. Now we're catching peak hour traffic here, but we're hoping to get out of Hollywood. Miles per gallon, because it's half hybrid.
Wait, isn't that a return?
Oh, was it? We wanted to go on the freeway, did we?
Yeah.
That's okay. I reckon I might still be able to.
Yeah, let's see.
So I was just going to have to use his hand motions. Alright, so yeah, miles per gallon on this car,
they're
guys.
letting us go right.
Perfect. Miles per gallon on this car, guys, can go up to 50 miles per gallon. So,
Go.
So very, 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 very good on fuel. We're actually in sport mode at the moment.
Someone asked about the LED lights.
Yeah, perfect. So
good question.
Yeah, so this was one of the first vehicles in the world to have an all LED system. So there's not one single light globe in here, as I was saying before.
Someone said do it. Okay, multiple people said do a drift.
Do a drift? Okay. So we're just on the freeway now.
We just gotta hack the computer to allocate all the power to the rear wheels.
Yeah, unfortunately our Mercedes do not like turning traction completely off. You actually have to put it in a Dino Mode, which is
tricky to get into.
Yeah, it's tricky to get into.
I remember one time when I was younger, someone tried convincing me that they had a friend that had a car, and somehow they would bridge. This is before hybrids.
Yes.
You had to bridge the power from the battery into the motor, and it would go faster. I was
there you go.
I was like, that doesn't make sense.
But yeah, the luxury in this car, guys. Because we're in the States, you've got pretty much all your controls up here for emergency services. What's the other one called? If you have trouble, you want to nav somewhere, you can concierge. That's it. So you got the concierge SOS button. So yeah, if you ever want to talk to someone and get navigation, you can. Got the analog clock here up the front. That's a must in a
someone asked about this soft closed doors. Those are nifty.
Yeah. So do you want to explain that, Cyrus?
Oh, it's nothing special. It's just when you're closing the car, you just kind of like get it to touch the car, and once it touches, the door closes by itself. Yeah.
So no need to even shut the door properly. You know, you can just shut it with like no ease at all.
Does it feel weird having a steering wheel with no bottom middle spoke? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, very true. Yeah, it's very strange, actually.
Weight reduction, less material.
Now, it feels like I'm driving a boat, no joke, because it feels, you know, we're very soft suspension at the moment. Jay, if you bring the camera over here, I'll show. So we've actually got Sport, Eco, and what's the other one? Eco Plus. So we're actually in Eco at the moment, so that's a bit boring.
Sport.
So the motor's just turned on now.
And we just put in a sport suspension.
And so the suspension, did you guys feel that? It just immediately got a bit tougher.
My massage chair did something.
Yeah, I've still got a massage going on here.
Yeah, I thought it was the car, but it was just my seat.
We'll give it a bit now, because we can. We're in a bit of a straight line. So we're currently doing 55 miles an hour.
We're going to go 0 to the speed limit. Disregard the number on the speedo.
So it picks up speed quite fast. We've just gone to the speed limit.
Everyone else around us just started going well under the speed limit.
So remember, guys, this weighs 4,500 pounds, and which is about 2 tons.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of us in the car, and we're all pretty big guys. So
lots of muscle from the gym.
Lots of muscle and you know, skin and bones for myself. But yeah, it doesn't do too bad.
Can it hit VTEC?
No, I don't think so. Well, it's bi-turbo, so it's got 2 turbos on this V6 engine. It's a 3-litre 6-cylinder.
How refined is the car for tire noise and road noise?
Oh, that is the very good question, because there is no noise whatsoever. I mean, I can.
Yeah,
I think the road is a bit. The road is a bit bad. Like I hear a little bit of tire noise, but I think it's just the road that we're on.
Like our engine is currently on. We're in sports mode, but I feel like we're in.
Your drivetrain is silent.
An electric vehicle.
Yeah.
And we're in sport mode, like sport mode in suspension as well. So like it should be bumpy, but it's not.
Smooth. It's smooth.
You got all your controls here. So as you can see, the roof, and then behind you, Jake, you've got another one. I'm going to close it, but I'm going to reopen it pretty much straight away. All right, let's reopen these. But that's a pretty cool feature.
Keon asked, how is the backseat legroom?
Absolutely amazing, like.
Yeah. Well,
it's honestly.
so much.
In that case, I'll take my seat back a little bit.
Very comfortable.
These are comparable to like the BMW 7 Series, the S7 or the A7. For the class though, like, I don't know. What would you rather, Cyrus? What would you guys rather? Would you guys rather a BMW 7 Series, an Audi S7 or A7, or an S-Class Mercedes? This is the F.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I think it's not fair to compare it to a 7 Series.
Really?
Yeah. For one, 7 Series is cheaper than this one.
That's true. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
This is a superior car.
We need to review the 7 Series and make that determination.
Yes.
I don't know if the BMWs have the sunshades too and stuff.
Yeah, they've got all the similar.
But they're coming out with the 8 Series.
Really? Is that the coupe?
Yes.
But I guess it's just down to reliability. Mercedes have got that on par, haven't they? That's actual.
Oh, okay, I think we're back. You
Alright,
guys there? Sorry about that.
Thumbs up if you're there. We had a bit of connection problems. But there's a lot more features on this car that I want to go through. The technology, there's a setting in here called amplification, and what it does is, for the people in the back, you know how like if you're a mum driving a soccer practice or whatever, she turns around to talk to the kids like this and she's not watching the road. This car fixes that problem. Over here, I'm just going to find it now in vehicle settings, voice amplification. So see this little GUI here, it actually amplifies from the front, a microphone from the front to the back, and amplifies the sound through the speakers.
That's so nifty.
Even with music on. So currently it's on, like you guys should be doing.
Can you hear him through the speakers on the back?
You probably can't because the music's not loud. I think there has to be loud ambient music or something, ambient noise, for it to actually work. But there's so many settings, in here, and you like learn different features every day. Now it's got lane assist, parking assist. This car's got all the bells and whistles for computers.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
What else are they asking, guys?
They want you to take the 101 to the 60 and pick them up. It's too much of a drive at this time.
Yeah, we're actually bumper to bumper traffic here, so we're going to try and maybe get off the freeway and just
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get in front of this guy here.
Hey, Ertz, could you nav us?
Yeah. Where would you like to?
Just back to Rubik's.
Perfect.
Back to Rubik's.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take the exit.
Yeah, perfect.
And get back on the highway on the other side.
Awesome. So yeah, as far as sound goes, it's very, very quiet. Would you guys prefer a luxury car to this standard or a sports car?
Oh yeah, one of the viewers, Juan, asked, all these components are on my CTS V3. I'm guessing it's 3rd generation V he's referring to.
That's cool.
Just a bit cheaper. So would you actually choose an S-Class or a V? That intrigues me. Yeah, that's a good question, because I'm a big fan of the Cadillac CTS.
And they're a lot cheaper, right? Look how cheap.
Yeah, well, I don't know sticker prices. I don't want to guess, but especially the Vs. I mean, but when you talk about CTS V, then you're talking versus AMG.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be comparing it with the S63 or S65.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean, those are also massively different price points, but It would be really hard to choose between an S63 and a CTS-V. I've really liked the CTS-V.
They're a big vehicle, did you say?
Yeah. The CTS-V is more of a E AMG. It's a little bit smaller.
Yep.
It's like the mid-size body.
Yep. Yeah, well, they have like a V8 version of this. Obviously, it's not in the hybrid mode though. So the V8 is a lot more powerful, and we're talking like 0 to 60 miles per hour in like 4.5 seconds. So a lot faster.
Andrew is asking, can the multicolor interior ambient lighting be seen in the daytime?
I would say...
Yeah.
If we close the roof?
Yeah, well, most likely, yeah, you would be able to see it. We're actually going to give it a try now. And that actually brings me to another point. There's 8 colours that you can choose from, so it's on default at the moment, which is blue. But you can change those 8 to 8 different colours.
Can you see it in the camera, Jake?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Straight, Ertz?
Yeah, you're going to get back on the highway,
so go back around.
Yeah, take a left.
Perfect.
A new viewer asked, what's the horsepower? I think he said
Perfect. Yeah, 450 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 5.2 seconds.
That's pretty good considering how heavy it is.
Yeah, 4,500 pounds, which is about 2 ton. And it's got an 8 kilowatt hour battery. It takes 2.5 hours to get a full charge. You can plug it in full like AC style, so 240 volts will get you about 2.5 hours. It's to show the charge is about 2.5 hours for a full charge.
Is your massage still going on?
Yeah, my massage is. I'm still getting a massage, guys. Very comfortable.
Okay, so you're gonna take a left and then a left again.
Perfect.
How do you get to this?
So if you go home, that takes you back to like pretty much the main screen, and then from there, vehicle settings.
I want to try a different.
I think it's vehicle settings, and then I'm pretty sure it's under.
Oh, C settings.
Oh yeah, what, have you seen it?
I don't know how to use this thing.
Was it back?
Yeah, you have to go back once.
You don't need an IT degree to go through the settings, but you just need to.
It's a little tricky, a bit of familiarity.
Exactly. C settings. There you go. So I'll let you play around with that. It's also got like if you're like, you're used to a smartphone, it's got a smart pad here. Sorry, just here. So it's just got your smart pad here, which it's all touch based with your back button.
Kind of like a laptop keyboard or a laptop mouse pad.
Yeah, correct. And then if I grab the phone off you, I'll show you the side door here. So we've got German engineered speakers. Over here we've got ventilated seats. I'm actually going to turn them on for a bit. Over here we've got heated seats. I can actually, look at this. If I press that button. So now I'm moving the passenger seat. I'm going to give it back now because we're moving forward. Jake? Alrighty. So that was quite a big bump and we didn't even feel it.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Yeah. So again, we've got the sports mode on, which turns the engine on. Eco, we're actually charging the battery while we're in sports mode, which is quite cool. And before I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. We've actually, the consumption on this is about average, so combined, it's about 50 miles per gallon. So that's actually pretty good. What is your IA get, Ertz? Do you know?
On the highway,
yep.
I would say about 50, 60.
Yep, so it's very comparable to the BMW i8.
In the city though, not so much.
Yeah, not so good.
Maybe 24, 25.
Okay, so we might be able to give it a bit of gas. It's just a bit of bright with this sun. Alright, so as soon as
LA to Vegas in $22.
There you go. Wow. Actually, I can vouch for that because we did do it in the i8 and I don't think I spent over $30. So this is pedal to the floor, but we got traffic coming up. Brakes. My next point. Very good brakes.
Is this the exit?
Yeah, you're going to take in a mile.
In a mile.
This is sunset, you're going to exit on Hollywood.
Perfect.
I think Jake's wallet fell. The brakes were that good that...
Steal people's wallets.
Yeah.
As you can see, guys, the Hollywood sign. Might be a bit harder to see. The Hollywood sign's just over here.
No, you can't see it.
Yeah, would you guys rather a executive vehicle like this, or would you rather a sports vehicle? So like what's comparable to this, like in the same value, 100,000? Yeah. So would you got
F-Type?
F-Type, BMW i8?
It is more.
i8 is more, there you go.
140?
140, yep. What are they saying, Jake?
Is the S-Class getting many looks by people as you guys are driving?
It's not really
Not in
about the
LA.
looks. Yeah, not in LA, but it's not really, I mean, about this car, you know, it doesn't...
It's pretty discreet.
It's very discreet. This is more something that you would, you know, if you own this vehicle, I would rather be sitting in the back seat.
Or like, I think if you pull up somewhere like fancy at a function, like people will look, but like just driving, it's not that eye-catching.
And generally in LA, you have to have a really nice car to get looks.
Yeah.
Even Aventadors don't get looks here.
Yep, there you go.
See, people are just asking me for cruising.
Yeah, we're just in LA traffic at the moment, guys. It's pretty bad. We're just outside of Hollywood here, so...
A couple of people asking what car it is, they'll just join late.
Perfect. So this is a S-Class, S550e.
Oh, someone says show the sound. Steve, did you mean the exhaust sound or the radio sound? So let us know and we'll try to show you the one you're asking for.
From memory, I believe this has got a 12-speaker setup, talking about sound. The subwoofer is in the front here, and it sounds phenomenal.
I drove this car earlier as well, and I noticed my foot in the footwell, I could feel...
The bass.
I'm pretty sure it's like a subwoofer down there, because
I think it's somewhere here, so it might...
I actually felt it vibrating where my foot was.
How the magnets work in the sub, it's probably...
Yeah. It's very powerful.
People want to hear it.
People want to hear the car. It's a 6-cylinder, guys, 3-litre twin turbo. So you may not...
I think they engineered it to be really quiet.
Correct.
I think.
You're not supposed to hear sound inside the cabin. That's what Mercedes were going for. They wanted it to be like Rolls-Royce silent. So, yeah, you're not going to be able to hear the engine. We can barely hear it, so I doubt you guys will be able to hear it.
They put the windows down.
Did it disconnect?
Let's give it a go.
Is the stream still good, Jake?
Yep.
Perfect. I'll let this guy in. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, and you guys, for just tuning in, you can probably see these two screens, 12.5 inches each.
It's massive.
Yeah, they just, you know, with this much technology, they needed these screens. You know, they couldn't do it from like a little small 7-inch. So yeah, they just put these large screens in here. It's got everything that you could imagine. Any technology, like, it's got night vision mode. I'm not sure how to enable it though. Is this us, Ernst, or are we next? We're next, aren't we?
Hollywood. Yeah, like point your moon there, right?
I was just reading the comments, but speaking of the screen, I remember like one of my first laptops was that ePC with the 7-inch screen. Do you remember the Asus?
Oh,
yes. A
yes.
little laptop with a 7-inch screen. That's fine. And now looking at this car having like a 12-inch screen, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's
bigger than some laptop screens.
fine.
People are asking if you'll talk bad out. Do a polar bad.
In front of us, guys, we've actually got the S550. What a coincidence. So this is the standard version. That looks like, I'm guessing, but maybe a 14, 15 model. Actually, no, that's a 15 model because they started them in 15, I'm pretty sure.
No, that body style is as old as 17,
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
now
taillights.
Now that it's
those
turning, yeah.
Those are the newer taillights, so yeah, it's...
So yeah, ours is the S550e, so ours is the hybrid version of this, and also this is a 2017 model. I'm not sure if I did mention that before. So this is brand new.
We're gonna take this all the way to your
Perfect.
Turbox.
We might stop off somewhere prior just to get. We'll show you guys what the body looks like. We'll also open the engine bay and I'll show you where the battery is for the car. It's an 8 kilowatt-hour battery, so it's.
Oh, I haven't seen the battery.
It's pretty large. Well, you don't actually
Can you
see
see it.
You don't see the battery as such, but you see where it's located. You know, you can see the pouch that it's in, and then the engine bay is cool to look at. So we'll be doing a few hybrid cars, guys. In the next couple of days, maybe the next review or the next one after, we'll have a BMW i8, which is also very similar to this. It has a 3-cylinder engine and also a hybrid motor.
Is this still, Jake? Is this still fine? Because I can't. The comments are live, but the video isn't live for me.
I'm not sure. I haven't touched it yet.
It is live.
Would you like to hold it?
That's strange.
Can you guys still see us?
Yeah, please comment if you can still see or hear.
Here's the digital dash, guys, if you can still hear us. Yep, they can still hear us and see us.
Alright, cool.
So it's all obviously all fully digital dash. Like I was saying before, I've said it a couple of times now, but I'll say it again because it's a cool feature. This car is all LEDs. There's not one single standard globe in here, even behind this, all these screens and everything. So.
Jeriel said, do a Porsche 918 review. Hook us up with a Porsche 918 and we would be happy to review it.
Well, we know someone with a Porsche 918, so maybe we know a couple, so yeah, could pull some strings. Should I go left here, guys, and try and find somewhere, and we'll pull over and show the vehicle?
So
Glenn says,
go right.
Oh, go right.
Yeah. Don't go left.
Yeah.
There's construction.
Oh, now we got people beeping us.
Yes.
It's okay, don't worry.
In LA, guys, everyone just wants to beep you.
Yeah. Glenn says he's driven the S600 and it's a great drive, so
yes,
he agrees.
That's the successor of this car. So the successor of this car is the Maybach. So that was just the S600. So absolutely, that's one step up from this. The back seats are a lot more comfortable. It's got a much bigger engine, a lot more torque and horsepower. And it also weighs a lot more. So that's like, those Maybachs are comparable to like Rolls-Royce, and they're also a very similar price. So this is just a step down from the Maybach. Now we're on Hollywood Boulevard at the moment, so the traffic is horrendous, and there are people everywhere. Tourists, yeah. I'll show the dash again, guys, because it is fairly interesting while I'm put over here.
192,000 for a Maybach.
So 192,000 for a Maybach. There you go. And how much is like a Rolls-Royce Ghost?
300.
300. So there you go.
Show them the lights while you're there.
The what? Sorry.
The lights.
Oh yeah. So you can see the lights under here, the illuminative lights, and also down here.
Yeah, the traffic's pretty bad.
Yeah, there's people everywhere in Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, we'll pull over at the next place and give you guys another walk around of the car.
So 6,000 miles on the car. Energy flows here. Electric range.
I like leaving on the MPH, like going towards that fast.
And down here, see you've got the Sports, Eco and Eco Plus. And we're in Sports for suspension here. You've also got I forgot to mention this, over this side, you've got I'm just driving as well, you've got a vehicle raise button over here. So
lift.
just like the Lamborghinis, you can raise the front end of the Lamborghini. Front end.
Going into driveways.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Just, keep going. Keep going. And take a right after the garage.
Perfect.
Take a right in this
Yep.
area. And just park inside.
Perfect. So we're gonna actually just park over this side.
Yeah.
Watch out for the no parking.
No, don't worry about it.
Thug life.
Thug life.
I live here.
Alright, so I'll give one of you guys back the phone.
Then we'll do a walk around.
And we'll do a walk around. I'll open the front. Perfect. So we've just finished recharging. That's why this cover's off. So we left the cover off, but there it is, S550e in all its glory. I'm just going to make sure I don't get run over here. So it's quite a large car, as you can see, 19-inch alloys, and it's got Continentals at the moment currently on it. So here it is in all its glory. Now I'm going to go and pop the bonnet. As you can see, it's got the nice black, gloss black roof. With
I'll hold the camera while you get that.
Perfect. I'll get the front.
And guys, if you haven't downloaded the CarSwap app yet, download the app. This is one of the cars that's on the app. It's basically Tinder for cars, so you can list your car on here and trade it on cars you like.
In actual fact, the owner of this vehicle from Whelo Rentals, which is the link is above, he was the one that actually lent us this to review. We actually got in contact with him through CarSwap. So now we'll open this top here. So the Germans like to cover the engine bay there, but yeah, that's the V6 twin turbo, or bi-turbo as Mercedes call it, which produces 450 horsepower.
Pretty good looking engine.
All these engines are hand-built. So, yes.
Where is the flux capacitor located?
It's actually inside the cabin.
Alright. We want to see that. Oh, give us a rev. Let's see what it sounds like.
So it's in sports.
I'm curious myself. Wow, it's silent. It's
They, like I said, Mercedes do that on purpose because it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be very quiet in the cabin.
Jerry asked if we can explain CarSwap a bit more. Yeah, so I'll show you. So basically, what you do is you put your car on here. So you have a listings page and you fill in the info on your car, and then it's hard to hold the camera and do it. You have your search filters. You can say what kind of car you like.
Think of it as like Tinder for cars.
Yeah, literally, that's the easiest way to put it. And then it'll just show you cars nearby. So let's say I want that truck. You swipe right. Don't want it. Don't want it. Want it. Want it. Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, you just swipe. And then you can match and message people. It's got your offers and matches.
I love the view of the car from here. It's phenomenal.
How many pound-feet of torque, Jeremy's asking?
Now torque I'm not too sure of with this car because there's different versions. This is the 650e. They've also got the 6550, which is the V8. So I'm not too sure on torque. But we might as well end our stream there. But thank you very much to Whelo Rentals for lending us this car. If you're in the LA area, there's many cars like it. Make sure you check out his Facebook page above. I'm Kane, I'm from CarSwap. This is the CarSwap crew.
Peace.
Catch you later.